When the girl woke up, she found a handsome man tied to the bed. He glared at her angrily and swore he would definitely kill her. The girl then realized she had traveled to a novel world and become the villainess. She forced him to consummate the marriage with her, but he gradually grew gloomy and soon killed her. Unwilling to accept such an ending, the girl decided to escape right away. Just as she reached the door, her maid pushed her back inside. The maid assured her that the man could never escape, then locked the door from outside. Looking at the various tools laid out on the table, the girl could only apologize repeatedly. She tried to untie the man's restraints, but suddenly felt a sharp pain in her heart and collapsed onto him. The man watched coldly, convinced she was acting. The system appeared and informed the girl she must follow the original plot, or she would die right then. Hearing this, the girl sincerely apologized again, then kissed him as if she were going to her death. After a night passed, the girl woke up. The system reminded her the new task had started. She must increase the man's favorability to the maximum to return to the real world. Unfortunately, the current favorability was already at negative 10,000. The girl couldn't believe it and felt abandoned by fate. Just then, she found the man was gone, and then learned he had been taken away for a whipping. When she hurried over anxiously, the man was already covered with wounds. He lost his strength and fell towards her. The girl immediately took out a healing herb and tried to feed it. But the man turned his head away, mocking her for pretending to be kind. Though angry, she forced the herb into his mouth. The man pushed her away in disgust and fell to the ground. Just then, the girl's brother arrived. He demanded the punishment continue, until the man completely obeyed her. The girl stopped him, saying she could reform him with love. The next second, she heard the system prompt that favorability had dropped by 200 points. Sure enough, she saw the man was again calling her hypocritical. She immediately ordered the maid to take the man back to his room. But after a short while, she heard the system prompt again that the favorability had dropped. Confused, the girl rushed into his room, accidentally tripped and tore his clothes off. She quickly helped him dress and pretended nothing had happened. At that moment, a dark mist filled the room, only to uncover a monster attacking. Without hesitation, the girl stepped in front of the man, claiming she would protect him well. But the monster swiftly swallowed her, and dragged her into an illusion. There was a little boy crying and begging a woman not to abandon him. However, the woman drew her sword at him, warning him not to follow her anymore. The system explained this was the man's worst memory, and the woman was his mother. The girl tried to save the boy but found a barrier blocking her. No matter how hard she hit it, she couldn't break it. After a wave of weakness, the illusion changed. The boy wandered the streets, grabbing a woman's hand and calling her mother. But she shoved him away and threw stones at his head. Just then, an old man claimed he could find the boy's mother. The girl patted the barrier anxiously. She knew the old man had led him into a cave, only to study his powerful self-healing ability. But the boy seemed to feel no pain. He just kept asking where his mother was. Seeing this, the girl mustered all her strength and finally broke the barrier. She rushed over, shouting the man's name and forcing him to wake up. However, the system suddenly announced an error. It turned out that the man's favorability had unexpectedly increased by 1 billion. When the girl woke up, she found a handsome man tied to the bed. He glared at her angrily and swore he would definitely kill her. The girl then realized she had traveled to a novel world and become the villainess. She forced him to consummate the marriage with her, but he gradually grew gloomy and soon killed her. Unwilling to accept such an ending, the girl decided to escape right away.